We live on that Deep
Theory.
Let's get it. I'm your host JB2 here with my Padres. To my right, man, I got my right hand man. Introduce yourself.
Mr. Mbrak.
Mbrak.
Yeah.
All right, man. To my far right, I got
Jordan, aka Cosby, but can't use that no more. You know, kill Cosby. Can't fuck with that. So my comedy name would be J.North.
All right, man. All right, man. To my far left, man, we got who?
Mandisa.
Okay. Is that all you gonna say?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Keep it simple. Okay. To my far right, I got my R&B brother in here.
It's your boy Sefrose, you already know.
Mr. Rowe is the one.
Yeah, man. Hit him with no, it's not.
Hello, song.
Not today.
And to my far left, we got the beautiful
Dian.
Okay. You had to say it like that. You don't want to.
Blood diamond.
Dior
Get
Dian.
that right.
And then last but not least, my boy to the far right.
Tekka.
Mr. Stefano, you know.
Mr. Tekka.
Oh damn, you hit him.
Okay.
Okay.
You know.
All right, man. We gonna do some light topics today.
What are we hitting them with?
I mean, we're gonna hit them with a series of stuff. Right?
How's everyone's week though?
Oh yeah, my week was pretty dope, bro.
Yeah.
What did you do this week?
I worked.
Yeah.
I slept. I ate.
Woke up.
I
Woke up
conquered,
like
and I'm
this?
here on the weekend. You know.
I see you with the fresh fade.
I know. I
see
like
you.
the fade, bro. I like the braid out. You know what I'm saying? Look like
Wake
a
up real
real,
early for that. You know.
looking like a real Jamaican still.
Wow.
You're wild, bro.
Yeah, how's the music going, Seth?
Hey man, you know, what's going on? You know, I have some new stuff on the way. You know.
Yeah.
You know, that's really it, man. But you know, slow and steady. You know.
That's what's up.
That's
man.
really
Let's
it,
go. How you ladies doing, man? How you feeling to be on the show so far?
Good.
Yeah.
Don't know what to
You guys
expect.
nervous?
Not
You're
really.
not nervous
Not
anymore?
anymore. No, not nervous
Nah.
anymore.
I think I seen on
This is
Instagram
my family.
your team won a championship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For,
Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Work and dedication, shit.
Thank
Yo, who did you guys win that game by though?
One point,
Terrible.
yeah.
Terrible.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile.
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, she has the trophy in her hand.
You know Eve?
Yeah.
Oh,
Volleyball.
wow. Small world,
Yeah,
man.
she's
Right?
one of my best
Oh, she's on the
friends.
volleyball team?
No, this is like when I first moved to Brampton and I started playing volleyball.
Okay.
Mhm.
How's your guys' team doing this year?
Good, actually.
What's the record?
I don't even know what the record is. All I know is we winning.
You winning? It's like
All I
that.
know.
Push up.
That's all we
I'm
know.
coming to a game next Thursday, man, for sure.
You already know.
Okay, that's what's up. Yo, Cosby, what's the comedy thing saying, man?
Well, yeah, man. I mean, it was supposed to be next weekend, but due to circumstances beyond my control, it got postponed till January. So I'll definitely keep y'all updated. Shout out to Paul Williams, aka Paul B. Buggin.
Okay,
You
shout
know what I
out to
mean?
him.
So the name of his tour is called the Buggin' Out Tour. So
Yeah.
he's doing a couple shows in NYC right now. So my NYC peoples go check it out. But for the most part, yeah,
That's what's up.
he'll be in Toronto January. So it gives me more time to
Yeah, to
prep up and
yeah.
make it
Mhm.
better.
That's like a blessing in disguise, actually.
Yeah, man.
That
So,
means your
but I'm
material better
looking
be
forward to
proper.
it still.
Right?
I'm looking forward to it
No
myself.
pressure.
I already showed you all going. If
Yeah.
the audience turns on me, they're all getting cooked.
I told them I'm sitting at the back. Right? I'm not messing with him.
Don't watch that.
I'm sitting in the front
I won't
row.
that,
I'm not messing with him. Sitting at the
Nah,
back.
I won't do you guys dirty like that. Unless you
I know
heckle
you
me,
from
then
high
yeah, then
school.
it's on still. Then y'all getting smoked still. You get all the
That's
smoke.
Yo, Mbrak, how was your week, man? How you been?
I've been good, but I've been hearing about this triple dub thing. I don't know what's
Yeah, man. It's coming soon just now, you know?
it's
Triple
buzzing. Like,
Yeah, trying to come up
what's
with
that
a sports
about?
show. You know what I'm saying? Have it in the works right now.
A
so-
sports show?
Yeah, sports talk show. I
yeah.
talked to Dian about that.
Yeah.
So,
You already know.
it's gonna be a
I'm ready
live
for
one
that.
still for sure, man.
Sure, that's big, yo. Well, I'd like to see that. You know.
Yeah, man, for sure. All right, y'all. So I got a question for y'all. When was the last time you can remember you cried, and what did you cry about specifically? If you
not
can
just now,
remember.
apparently.
I
Last
mean,
time I cried.
you know.
Yo, honestly, I laughed, so I put out the attention. Yo, I got into this fight with my brother,
Yeah.
and And this is actually like last year. It was,
Okay.
but it was in front of my kids and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
you know, it was something else. And it was just a day that everybody was coming at me. I didn't really know. Like, okay, when I was younger, I used to get picked on by my siblings.
Yeah.
But like this day, everybody was coming at me. Like my dad came at me, my brother came at me, my sister came at me. It was just a whole bunch, you know. And I was just like, what the hell is going on today? Like I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
At least, you know, that I'm aware of that, you know, to like ignite it or spark it. But it was just happening, you know. And my brother tried to fight me, and I was like, I will
Like
kill
this
you.
fight?
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to come for
Yeah,
me, you know?
man.
He tried to come for me, but like,
Sure.
no, but he was coming. He's like, oh, you got a lot of aggression. You gotta let it out on me, you know?
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I'm like, nah, I don't wanna fight. Like, you know, I don't wanna fight. I'm like, yo, bro, I will kill you. Like, you know, and like, you know, just what I feel inside. I will,
Yeah.
you know, if I really want to do damage, I'll do damage. But you know, I can't. So I was fighting myself, you know, from fighting him. Like, you know, because I was holding back. He's pushing me. I'm like, you know, and
He really testing you.
honestly, you know, I held, but it was when I got in the car, I was like, you know, I put the kids in, put locking them in safe, like, you know, and then I just broke down, and I was like, I don't know why everybody's getting at me, you know, but it was, man, I'm about to cry right now, but no, it was actually, it was,
That's how you know it's real though. Yeah.
but you know what, I'm glad I did though too,
Yeah.
because like it was, I don't know, like, you know, I was holding on to so much, like, and the more I look back at it, I'm like, I was holding on to so much at that time, like, you know, at the time I was like, why am I crying? I was laughing and crying. I'm like, why am I even crying? Like, you know, but it was big stuff. But you know, that's that stuff.
Jeez. That's.
Shout out to all the cryers up there.
Yeah.
I think the last time I cried was just like, I think to this guy, him and Carlo, you know, just about the whole depression thing stuff.
True.
And I was like, but I felt like they know, like I was trying to like hold that back in, like you know, like.
Nah, we were telling you, you gotta.
Yeah. You know what I mean? It was tough.
Once it comes,
Yeah.
you gotta deal with it.
And,
True, for sure.
But
Gotta
it
deal
was
with
one of the hardest things. Cause I've never cried to none of y'all. You know, I mean, I dealt with y'all, but like to cry and like let out all that. You know what I mean? So I mean, you know, we come from Scarborough trenches, so we're taught a certain way to be. You know, or just black people in
Just as
general. You know what I mean?
just
So,
as a man. Like,
we're just strong people, so yeah. That was the last time I cried. So cried like a little bitch.
Yeah, man, it's life, you know.
You know what's crazy? I don't remember the last time I cried.
Really?
It's crazy.
Dang.
That's crazy.
That
man.
actually-
I'm literally sitting here going,
You're trying to figure it out.
Harden.
when's the last time I cried?
Damn.
Like, bad.
I think it's the way that I was raised.
Like,
Like,
that's what I'm saying.
True.
Yeah, it's true though, because we're made to be tough.
you literally, you suck it up and you move on.
True.
True.
That's true. Like not even like to yourself, like you
Yeah.
know,
No,
you didn't watch like a love
I don't
movie
have
or
that
listen to a
kind.
song and it's just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Literally,
Patrick Patterson?
it's not that serious. It's never that serious. It's never that serious. Never.
Damn,
I'm a
okay,
Virgo
okay.
and I'm an introvert, so I'm used to being by
True,
myself.
true,
Mm.
true,
So I'm
true.
used to having that time to think and process,
Yeah.
but it never gets to the point where, like, if I'm gonna cry, I have to lose either a loved one or literally be injured for me to cry. Because I can always fix something. So,
That's the last time.
Yeah. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, for me, I
didn't cry for this
I gotta
actually.
think like high school or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
you had adrenaline.
Yeah, I didn't cry. I didn't feel no pain, bro.
You've been hurt a lot playing sports, man.
Yeah.
From what I remember, yeah.
Yeah.
You're tough
But this
guy
one's
still, no
definitely,
doubt.
Takes a cake.
definitely takes
Nah,
a
but
kick.
you're
I
a
thought
tough
it
guy,
tore
man. As
glow.
soon as I injured so much times. Well, man, you're in a cast one time too, man. I
Yeah.
had like a Lego stick, you like scratched
Wow.
cast. I remember that, yo.
Oh, man.
Those are the days,
I
eh?
only have one cat.
Yeah.
I think I
One
wrote
cast?
something on the back
Yeah.
where you couldn't reach it. And you
Yeah.
were pissed off. It was way back. You couldn't
Yeah.
reach it. I wrote something stupid.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
God.
What about y'all? Anyone else got to touch
To
base?
be honest, the last time I cried was Marcus's funeral, and like
Damn.
it didn't, like the news like got to, like, although like, you know, I've known Marcus since like grade 8, and like when we went to school when I was at Ben Mill for 9 and a bit of 10, and we kind of lost contact, but every time I seen him, it was all love.
Mhm.
And it's just it hit me when I was at the funeral, and I was just like fuck.
Did it hit you more when he was like when they were bringing him down?
I
or
think
did-
that's usually
That's
what
usually
happens.
when it
Like,
hit me.
it doesn't
Definitely.
hit you like
When
it
was
depends
when-
depending on the personality. But I guess because I could say like I'm not gonna say we weren't like I wasn't like super close, but it's just like I know the man since
Yeah.
grade 8.
Mhm.
So like when I seen the casket going down, like
Yeah.
I literally threw the flower on his casket and like I just fucking like it just everything just like hit and I'm like fuck. And then I guess I mean before that was when the last time I cried before that was obviously my breakup with Cheryl. Because I was trying my hardest to work everything out, but I'm like, you know what? It made me a stronger person, and you know, but it is what it is. So.
True.
And like, but that's the thing. It's like, I guess like because everything happened within a couple months and everything, so
Yeah.
it's just like fuck. You know what I mean? But those are
A
the
lot
last
to
times.
deal with. Damn.
I also cried when I dropped my patty on the floor.
I'm done.
I like how you killed that.
Look out, January. That's some real shit.
I'm talking shit still.
All right. I mean, if anyone else don't want to touch base, I can skip to the next question.
I think. Did you speak?
No, I haven't, but I'm an emotional person, so I cry
Yes,
all the time.
Sagittarius.
Yeah.
Shots fired.
Nah.
I don't care.
Nah.
Yeah, I cry all the time. Movies. Someone can tell me their story, and in the moment I may not cry, but later on I'd be like, I don't know how to help this person.
Yeah.
So,
Are we gonna cry? Do I need to bring out a roller?
No, I'm just gonna. You might, but I'm gonna just condense it to a few words. When I lost my son.
True.
Yeah, when I lost my son.
That's pretty deep, bro.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't want to take that leg, man. To be honest.
It's not about taking my legs, though.
Nah. Well, like me, like I don't cry much. I'm actually like you. Like I don't cry, right? So
I don't think I've ever seen you cry.
one day, yeah, I don't. There's something wrong with me. So one day I just in my car, man, and I just started crying, and like it was I don't know if it was a controlled cry, but like. Yo, I recorded it and I listened to it after. Like, I swear, it was fucking ugly. I recorded the audio.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, man, that's. After listening to myself, I'm like, fuck, man, like, yo, hurting someone's feelings,
Trust.
that's deep, man. Because my cry was ugly. I don't want to. Couldn't imagine someone else's cry, right? So like.
What
Yeah.
made you record? Like, not making fun or anything. Like, literally just trying to understand. What made you record that?
Rare
Like, I was.
yeah.
No, sometimes like when you go through certain pains, like you like okay, I don't go through certain pains. It's just like that moment in that time. I knew where I didn't want to be, and this is your fucking reminder. Pick up yourself. You know what I mean? Always gotta pick up yourself. Don't let anyone hold you back in what it is you have to do. Because no one else is gonna be the reason to me not succeeding.
Mhm.
You promise them that, right?
Yeah,
So
for sure.
through that, it's just like a self-reminder.
Do you listen to it every so often, like every year or something? Or?
During the summer, I listened to it like once or twice. I actually think I deleted it now. I actually don't know. If it's on here, it's on this phone, and you guys will not be hearing it.
Yeah, Jordan, you don't know the password, though.
It's too late. It's too late.
Fingerprint.
It's too late. Just know I'm hearing it right now.
No, you guys will cry if you hear it, man.
Cry laughter or cry?
Whatever, bro. Somebody's crying.
All right, what are some compliments for men? What are compliments for men, but feels like insults for women?
Deep theory.
This guy's looking at me like, damn. You want me to repeat the questions?
No, but
You're looking swole.
That's pretty.
Is it
No,
deep?
If you say
I
it
thought
to a
it was
woman,
Like,
you're
I don't know.
swole,
You're like extremely
I can
muscular.
imagine.
Yeah.
most times like they're gonna take offense.
Yeah.
If you say you look
Yeah.
swole.
I think, I feel like almost anything could be,
Insulting?
yeah.
Like, why do you guys feel like holding the door is insulting for you guys?
Well, I don't think that's.
Who said
okay.
that?
No, but a lot of girls get mad when you hold the door for them now. Like, even if you
I
don't
think-
know.
Are they girls?
Yes.
I
fuck.
think
Sure.
it's
Well,
because.
Hey, that right there, that comment right there.
But they probably come from a different upbringing, but that's just how
No,
it is
it's not even
sometimes.
that.
I think for a lot of girls or women, it's like I can open the door for myself. I don't need you to. That's how some people think. I don't
elaborate
think
on
that way.
I'm
Like
not
if you're
gonna-
gonna hold the door open for me,
That's
I'm gonna say
nice.
thank you. Yeah, it's
It's
nice.
just a gesture.
Gesture.
Yeah.
It's not a form of control. It's just a
Yeah,
form
I
of
think
courtesy.
that's the key. It's
Mhm.
a lot of women have been damaged and they have been controlled. So
Mm.
any sign of control,
Mm.
they're not with it.
Yeah.
So they they easily confuse a nice gesture to, oh, you're trying to control me. Which is unfortunate, but it's where it's going, where it's like, I'm not your property, but that's not your intentions.
Yeah.
I don't know. This is just my experience, right? And I'm just gonna share with you guys a story. So I was dating this girl one time, and I would, I'd open up the door for her and hold the door. Yeah, I'll get the bill, and like she would fight me on so many things that I did. Like, I'm trying to be this nice gentleman to her, show her that I care and that I could be this guy. And after we spoke, and because I let her know, I'm like, why do you keep fighting me on this stuff? Like, and she's like, I'm used to doing everything on my own, and it feels weird for you to do this. Like, I was the first guy that she dated, right? And she just let me know how weird it was to have somebody else do the things that she could do herself. And I was like, man. So then, I stopped doing that stuff.
Yeah. Overall.
It caused some problems later on, but
but that's what I'm saying. It's like a trial and error kind of thing, right?
yeah, but I guess that's what it is. You see, time and a place, and
Sure, that's true.
yeah. But I never even thought about it like that. I'm like, I'm thinking, oh, these are our roles. This is what we're supposed to do, and what I'm just but I'd never even thought about it from the other side. Like, if somebody held the door open for me, I'm not gonna say, what the hell are you doing? Like, I'm not gonna think anything of it, right? But like, imagine, like, sometimes people do things with getting expecting a reward sometimes too. So I from then I'm
Yeah, you kind of opened my perspective on that. So
Where does courtesy end or begin though? Because there's so many different cultures, there's so many different mindsets in Canada. If I'm holding the door open for an elderly lady, and then her man is like, "What are you doing? I'm right here." Like,
Get your ass
I
over
could be
here.
holding it open for you to see.
that's what I'm saying.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, where does it start and where does it end? How is it implemented?
I think it shouldn't be whether you're a female or male. It doesn't matter. That's the thing.
Yeah.
I can hold the door for a female or a male. Doesn't mean I have any intention. I'm being nice.
As a
It's
human
kind
being.
gesture. I'm not gonna let the door slam in your face.
Yeah.
And if your hands are full, I'm just gonna let you just struggle.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's people's concept of like, oh, a man should always do this, or a woman should always do this. It's like, forget all that. Let's just be humans and be kind to each other.
Even playing field, basically.
That's it. Shouldn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. I got a odd question to ask. Would you feel comfortable dating a virgin?
Most of my exes were virgins.
Huh?
Most of my exes were virgins.
Oh, okay. Like
So I'm good with either or.
All right.
I honestly I would. Like, I would.
Like
but
right now.
like
I would say half, not more.
yeah, like I would, right?
Why are you hesitating though?
No, because you know what too, because like I've talked to I have 2 kids, right?
Yeah.
I've talked to girls who wouldn't even that's something. I have 2 kids already. I'm not like I'm in a certain place in my life where I've started without them, and that may be something, right? So I'm like,
You
I'm
can't be
just,
there. You're open.
but I think it's just I don't know. I've talked when I was younger. I talked to a lot of virgins too, right?
Yeah.
And like I've seen
Both sides.
I see how it can be, but I think it depends like what you're in it for, right? And I think that's really it. Like, if I just want peace, like, I'm not gonna talk to a virgin because that's gonna be a whole journey for them that I won't really appreciate.
Yeah.
But if it's like, no, if I care about you and I'm truly investing in you, then it's like, why not? Like,
Oh, okay.
I got you.
Oh, okay. I was about to ask like what makes it intimidating.
Yeah.
That's the next question.
Yeah. Intimidating?
Because that's all you think about. It's like, what? So as a guy, what makes you intimidated to, or what makes you think twice before you start talking to a virgin? Like, why? Regardless of what age you are, whether you were in high school
sex
or
changes
Yeah,
things
sex
in a
changes,
relationship.
yeah.
It really
Yeah.
does. So like, imagine you take a girl's virginity, and like you come to find out like, yeah, like this isn't us, right? And like, but you took her fucking virginity. She's stuck on your ass, especially at like after a certain age, I believe. But like, man, I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's because that's a deeper connection, right? So
Yeah.
Yeah, and like you date someone that's a virgin, and then they haven't experienced other things out there.
yeah.
So you might
they're
invest so much
scooching like
time, and
everything,
she's
yeah.
like, "Oh fuck, I had this dick." Sorry, we're allowed to swear.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
We've been swearing that.
That's it.
Thanks,
We
Cosby.
love that. Not sure. I think
Yo.
the intimidating factor
Hello.
is just more like
You know
experience.
the room right
You know,
beside
like
me
they,
last night with her.
you know, it's just a deeper connection. So I think like
Hello.
there's a stronger attachment.
Yeah.
The door's
Yeah,
closed, just
so-
open it.
Logically, it's more. Logically, it would be more intimidating for somebody who's seen all the tricks and features and different
Yeah,
things.
exactly.
Like I don't.
Even though,
We get a bit graphic. Like, okay, dating someone leading up to these events before they take place, like I'm sure like both parties have sort of fantasized like, okay, what would it be like, you know, and then whenever you reach that point and then you hit that and you just like, what are you really fantasizing about? She's never done that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's gonna look at your shit and be like, the fuck?
well, the aspect of porn changes things for some people,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, but
So they do have or books. Like I know women love reading like fantasy novels,
yeah, but there's nothing like hands-on experience, right? So
but
like,
the preview's there.
like I'm not saying like it can't be an amazing first time. It can be like, you know, it's his life, but like,
Sure.
I guess
yeah,
I guess the anticipation and the expectation can kind of
Yeah.
put things in a hole if it's not met. You know, like if I'm dating a virgin, I'm just like, man, she's just so gorgeous. She's such a delicate flower. I'm hoping that you know,
You
like,
never know, man.
Yeah,
Someone-
But I do believe that like after a while of doing that, like you learn to love and you guys learn
yeah,
how to love each other and like, you know,
at a different kind of level.
right?
Yeah.
Like that shit will come.
Like when you guys grow with each other, right? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like in personal experience, like it's the virgins that have that extra drive to want to please you, because in their mind they have to catch up to X, Y, and Z.
It's like their own insecurity.
Yeah, but
Almost.
like, okay, but
Almost.
I'm sorry, I'm not even just trying to be like controversial, you know.
Be controversial.
But like, let's just say, okay, let's just say,
it.
you know, you're
Yeah.
like, okay, you know, like when you start, let's just say when you start that journey, right? And there are so many things that maybe you haven't discovered, right? Like you're opening up a whole new chapter, right? And who knows, like that, I see how it could be intimidating like that too, because it's like, okay, it's like, you know, like, okay, maybe, you know, you start to explore, you know, you think it's going to be like this, and it's like, well, you know, I actually didn't really like it like this. Let's try this, because, you know, they're still on their journey of
Yeah.
discovering themselves, right? So,
yeah, they're trying to
like, you know,
explore.
you guys,
No,
you understand what I'm saying? You know, like, I see how it could be, like, intimidating
Yep.
in that way.
Yeah,
When things come natural, I find it's more of a turn on. It's like, yeah, let's do this position. And you're like, okay, but like, I suppose if to like that position came natural, like, you know,
I feel you, but like I find that there's so much
Yeah,
like there's
They
so
know
much
what she's
there's so much
doing.
pressure, right?
Yeah,
Like you
there is a
mentioned
lot of
like
pressure.
porn, right? So it's like, oh, let's try this. It's like,
Yeah.
where'd you get the idea? Like, you know, it's like, oh, maybe I was talking to one of my friends or something, and they suggested this, or she was talking to one of her friends or something. Oh yeah, let's try this. It's like, where the hell did that come from? Like, you know,
Or
I-
this book or whatever, like
exactly. Like, you know, so I see. I don't know.
the perspectives. Yeah.
I see both sides, and I
Mhm.
think it, depending on the person, it could, you know, it could go extremely well or it could go horribly wrong. But I think it also depends. I don't know. It's just a journey. So like
Yeah, you have to be in that mindset to
on both
Yeah.
sides. I can't
Yeah.
say one or the other. I
put on your hiking boots. If it's a journey, put on your hiking boots.
This guy the hiker boots.
Well, if it's a journey, put on your hiking boots.
your swamp boots, man. No,
Swamp
hiking
boots.
boots.
Well, if she's a squirter.
Swamping.
I think something that kind of gets, I guess, overlooked when you think about dating a virgin. So I've dated a virgin, like in my adult life.
Oh wow.
And when things start to get serious, it's kind of like my thoughts were, okay, we're getting serious. If we're talking about marriage and things like that, you've never experienced anything else outside of me. So that could be a problem down the road. Like, you're going to want to hook up with other people or wonder what it's like to
Exactly.
experience things with other people.
Yeah.
So that,
was that
Depending
my
on
bad
your
to
mindset,
cut you.
yeah.
Was that scary for you? Like at a
yeah,
point?
it got to a point where, so the person,
Yes.
I'm gonna name
You don't want to
names,
name drops.
ended up kind of
Oh, shit.
the person ended up kind of trying to explore.
His train of
That was a
thought,
serious
right?
movie, yo.
I relate more to him than I obviously relate to the light skin, because I felt like it was very unfair of what she.
I'm sorry. My bad. All right.
He's dark skinned, right? But I relate more to him because like he had a vision,
Yeah.
right? And he wanted that. What if person has the same mindset, right? Now you're just opening his appetite.
Right, but he's always gonna have that appetite, whether or not he eats. Is, you know, like he's always gonna want other people. He's always gonna want to experience things with other people, but he may not act on that because he's already in a committed relationship.
Like she basically like open Pandora's
But what if
box
he's
for
a God-fearing man?
What? Yeah,
That's
like
not
you're just
putting it across
assuming
the
that he has that
Ooh.
appetite in the
Because
first place.
Stop
If I bring church in here,
Okay.
you're told
Okay.
Bring the church.
don't do anything until you
Yeah.
guys are serious and you want to meet as one, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And
Let's
once
say
you
he
meet as
drinks
one,
his cup
all right, go
filled
do something.
from you.
So this person wasn't. So I knew that wasn't even something to no.
Oh, so you dove
No.
in, you found out everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Life
I
mash.
felt like if we were going to get back together, it was something that he needed. He needed to kind of go on a bit of a journey in that sense. And he went on the journey, and then things didn't end up working out.
Well, yeah.
Not because of that. It just like I just kind of lost feelings. Like it just wasn't.
Time.
Yeah, it was just not.
Time took its course, basically.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Realize
fair.
it.
I think so. Like
Yeah.
I can't knock that. Like I think that's reasonable.
His hiking boots have mud on them, so it's fine.
Oh my
How
God,
much
it's
how much
like-
mud?
Damn. I can do
I don't have the answer to that.
Damn.
Yeah.
Alright, man. Well, I guess we gotta conclude that today. Unfortunately, this is a short one, but this was big. So.
We're very
Yeah.
glad that you all came
Yeah, I'm
out.
appreciative of all you guys coming out. Real talk, I appreciate it.
So thankful that all you guys.
Super thankful for the fam out here.
Yeah, just add us, subscribe, add us on DTE 2020. Anyone y'all want to just share out your Instagrams,
Your socials.
I'm still on
social
private,
medias.
so that don't even make no sense.
So just shout out private with your hands out like that.
Just say you present.
That's it.
I like that topic though. I think that was pretty interesting. I just gotta say that. Like that was.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
This was I didn't know what to.